you doing?
Fantastic.
So I was wondering, since you've had Misha, Jensen, and Rich direct you, what were some of the differences between all three of them? And just sort of like different quirks and stuff.
He's right next to me. Yeah, go ahead.
That's a good question.
Pretend I'm not here.
So Jensen, I know the best, I've known the longest, and he and I have such a rapport while acting with each other that I think it was he knows how I work more than anybody, and vice versa. And so he knew exactly what to say to me, when, how. By the time he had directed me, we had acted. When was your first episode? 6? So we had already done 100 hours of television together. Misha,
Let's keep in mind, we kind of direct each other on a daily basis anyway. If I'm in a scene with him and he's doing something, I'm like, you know what? Try that line a different way, or hit this line a little bit more, or this joke, and he'll do the same for me. He'll be like, it was funnier you said it. It's funnier the first time you said it. Do it that way again. I'll be like, got it, okay. So we're constantly watching each other's back as it is, and it wasn't much different than that for me when I was directing him.
Yeah.
I was just kind of doing what I normally do.
And all
did the line over there. Okay, yeah, let me figure out a way to make that work. But mostly they know that when we show up, we're gonna have our characters down, our lines down, and pretty much have the idea of what we want to do, and they just kind of let us do our thing. So
and they trust, I think directors talk to other, if you haven't directed Supernatural and you're about to, you'll call somebody who's directed Supernatural. I think the people who direct us understand that Jared and Jensen care about Sam and Dean and Supernatural more than they ever possibly could. And so they know that we're not trying to glorify ourselves or sink a ship. They know we've put in the work that we need to do. We've done our routine the way we need to do it. We're gonna show up on time, we're gonna hit our marks, we're gonna know our lines. We're going to have done whatever we need to do to get ourselves ready to be Sam and Dean Winchester. So they trust us, and that's awesome. With Misha, I spent most of my time trying to figure out how to mess with him. So it was difficult to pay attention to his direction because I was trying to steal his keys, break his director's chair, mess up his script, hit him in the face with a pie and break his nose. It was a lot. So I had an agenda during his episode.
Well, and his directing experience was less directing, more survival. So there wasn't much time for directing.
Yeah.
And he was more worried about whether or not his house was on fire.